Okay, hi, my name is Dina George. This is for a master's class on technology. We're going to be discussing Unit 1 and Horizon reports, and my partner, she wants to introduce herself.
My name is Stephanie Gomez.
Okay, so we're going to start with the first question, and why were the Horizon reports developed? So Stephanie, what do you think?
They were developed because they were very targeted towards education. They gave a lot of good information, background information, not just this is the technology that's going on. They said, the background information and the challenges, which I think were great as to when it comes to developing them or integrating them. Because as educators, a lot of times we run into challenges and we get frustrated. A lot of times we'll just be like, oh, just don't worry about it. I'll just stick with it till I know. So I like that they were there because they give you kind of a chance to tackle the challenges before you even encounter them. So I think those were really, really great. I love the challenges integration.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I really like the challenges as well. And I think also, there's so much new technology in the world today in education, and I think I had never heard of the Horizon reports before. And so bringing those in and having that access as an educator and a future administrator is very helpful, pulling in that technology into that education.
Mm-hmm.
So the second question, why are there new Horizon reports each year? So I'll start this one. So I feel like I was saying, there's so much new technology out there. I know that I'm going into a new program next year that's only in the third year across the country, and I'm completely overwhelmed with some of the technology. And I think having a report like this, where it's talking about the challenges and the trends, it kind of lets you know where we're at, but also where we're going in the future. So what do you think?
I agree. I also liked how it said, how it gave you the years.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take you so many years. And I think that they do them every year just because there are so many technological innovations. They're always updating. Like I said, I graduated with my bachelor's 2014. So what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? And the technology, we had a similar class like this, and the technology we used, when I looked it up to try to integrate it now, there was just so much more, and it offered so much more as well, not just, even if, let's say, like one thing we used was Blogsters, and I was looking into that to use for my blogs. Now they charge, but they charge because they have so many different things, and I think that's why they create these reports each year, because everything's constantly changing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So why is it of potential interest to the larger community? What do you think?
The interest in the larger community is that, like, the whole reason for this class, you're able to do so much with them. You can reach your students through there. You can start bringing parents in, teachers. You can start collaborating with other teachers, with parents, with everybody. There's so many potential for this. It's wonderful. That's why technology is so great, because you can bring in so many more and you can reach so many more people than you could just on a one-on-one basis. It creates a whole virtual community that would be impossible without the technology.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that the world we live in, outside of education, there's real world skills in this technology that students are going to learn. And so many students now, they're just learning the content. You're learning how to use that technology and put it into the real world, what they're going to have to do when they get a job. So I think you've got those real world skills. You're trying to introduce lifelong learners, because so many of these students are like, I don't have to know this later, but they do, because so much of my father, he graduated and he's like, I had to go back to take classes to learn how to work a computer because it's part of his job now. Like, it's just going to continue that way.
Oh, yeah. Even in the world of science, we have virtual. What I mean by the community as well is you can bring in scientists that aren't able to make it or across the world through video chats, through conversations like this. For science, it opens so many doors, virtual dissections. Like I said, communication. I really do love the technology aspect, and I think it works, like you said, wonderful with the kids because it shows them how to apply it. And a lot of the times it's really cost effective than going out and buying all the supplies.
Yes, yeah, I like that you brought up science. Like, my friend teaches that. I believe that completely. It does save money. So.
Oh, yeah.
What information do the reports offer, and why do we care? So I think we both talked about the challenges, like how they brought that in. I really love that. I also like how they bring in like the trends and the developments. And for me, it's something I'd never thought of. I'm just like, I need something, I'll go find it. but I never think of, well, where is it going to go later? Like you were talking about Blogster
yeah.
and how it's changed. Like, I think that that's very, very important for educators and just anyone who's using technology in the world today. What
Yeah,
about you?
and I'm sorry. I also like the information that they gave us as to the background knowledges, the background information or the research behind the technology being offered, because it does give us a purpose as to why we should use it, why we should go through those challenges and overcome them, why it's worth it. So I think it also gives us a purpose as to why we should use it. I like that a lot as well.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess our last question is, how do the Horizon reports support the ISTE standards? So what do you think?
So as I stated before, especially focusing on science just because I'm a science teacher, it does inspire so many students in creativity, because there's one program that we use in Aldine, and it's Jason Learning, and they can do so much with that. They can create their own roller coaster. They can just do so much. They have so many things to help them be critical thinkers, help them show their creativity. It's a game, but it's that you have to create a roller coaster where you stop before the kids slam. The more you get, you become successful. So they love it. My kids, that's one of their favorite things throughout the year. It's considered a game, but it's really not, because it creates so much. You have to have enough potential and kinetic energy to get through it, and you have to be able to stop your energy before you crash and stop. So it's really good. What else was it? The innovation, like I said, they're able to create so many things with so many different domains, and it is very cost effective. There's no excuse as to why we can't do them, because when we get the laptops, and I know a lot of districts are doing it, Aldine is one of them, to where we have a class set of Chromebooks it's a half class set of Chromebooks in our labs, but they have 2 computer labs. They've just renovated all the computers, because you can do so much with those. It's not just science. You do reading, math, social studies. It fosters so much creativity and learning, where students are showing them off paper. And it's good because it's not a formal, they don't see it as formal, they see it as a computer where they can just erase and start over. It's not, okay, I need a different paper. They're not seeing their mistakes. And that's one part I also love about the technology, is that they can just start all over and they don't become frustrated, or they can do their research to help what they don't understand. So it is really good.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think that the ISTC, I think it really supports it. You know, you talked about that inspiring and facilitating and the creativity. And also, I just think that it's really building those critical thinking skills, those problem solving skills. Because, like, you know, so many teachers are afraid of technology, but if you go in and you research it and you teach it the right way and you teach them how to use it, they're going to really build on all 3 of those standards. You know, they're going to be inspired to use it. They're going to learn creativity. Like my students, they love using technology. We just have to we don't want to be afraid to use it. You know, we just want to teach our students to use it the right way and have them think, like, how can I fix this problem by using this type of technology? So, I think that kind of wraps it up. So that's the end of Unit 1 for Stephanie and Dina. And so thank you all for listening, and have a good day.